Odegaard. Merino balling. Nick Pope, man. Nick Pope is the player of this game so far, bro. Nice one. Terrible pass. MLS, that's you. We move. Rice. No. Don't worry. Don't bother. Okay? Clear. It's clear. Corner again. It's all good, though. It's all good. 2.5 minutes left of the 8th. Well, it should be at least 3 minutes left. Martinelli strike. Ah! Handball! Wait, though. Ah. So good. Oh, it wasn't outstretched, but it is the same type of handball that it. Gabriel! Let's go! Make it up for it. That's what I need. Let's go! Big Gabby in the building. Let's go! Let's freaking go! We need all 3 points. Let's freaking get out of here, bro. Run away. Get out of this place. Get out of this stadium. Into the coach. Back to the Emirates. That's all we need to do right now. Big Gabby in the building. I missed my set pieces. I missed them. I missed my set pieces, bro. Wonderful. Balling from Odegaard. From who? Odegaard. From who? Odegaard. Balling. Beautiful. Right on Gabby's head. Odegaard, show them how important you are. Wonderful. My manager, he knew what to do. MLS in the game. Odegaard in the game. Even me that wasn't even happy about Merino in the game. And Merino scored. My freaking manager. He knows what is needed. Remove, guys. Remove, man. Remove. I did that. Come on. Declan Rice, clear that ball. Claim on the ball. Claim on the ball together. Nice one. Jokeres, please help us now. Win that ball, please. Eze, remove. Eze. Referee, come on. Anyhow, sir. Everybody back. Say. Where you at, man? Say. Where you at? Say. Where you at, say? Come on. Here. Man. What? Oh. These boys are stressing me today, man. But it's all good. Pull it out. That's what we had to do. Easy. Send it for Martinelli. Too far. Pope got it covered. But the referee blows the whistle. Let's go. Big Gabby. Match winner. Thank you for making it up. Thank you for making it up, man. What they want to say now? What do they want to say now? Everybody lost. I got my 3 points. What do you want to say? What do you guys want to say? Man, this week is going to be fun. I'm just going to let you know. This week is going to be fun. What a comeback, boy. What a comeback. Mikel Merino. For all of you that have been doubting Merino, you have apologies. Odegaard. All of you that have been doubting Odegaard, you have apologies. Wonderful, boys. What a God. Merino balling. Nick Pope, man. Nick Pope is the player of this game so far, bro. Nice one. Terrible pass. MLS, that's you. We move. Rice. No. Don't worry. Don't bother. Okay? Clear. It's clear. Corner again. It's all good, though. It's all good. 2.5 minutes left of the eighth. Well, it should be at least 3 minutes left. That's an early strike. Ah! Handball! Wait, though. Ah. So good. Oh, it wasn't outstretched, but it is the same type of handball that it. Gabriel! Let's go! Let's go! Make it up for it. That's what I need. Let's go! Big Gabby! Big Gabby in the building! Let's go! Let's go! Let's freaking go! We need all 3 points. We need all 3 points. Let's freaking get out of here, bro. Run away. Get out of this place. Get out of this stadium. Into the coach. Back to the Emirates. That's all we need to do right now. Big Gabby in the building. Big Gabby in the building. I missed my set pieces. I missed them. I missed my set pieces, bro. Wonderful. Balling from Odegaard. From who? Odegaard. From who? Odegaard. Balling. Beautiful. Right on Gabby's head. Right on Gabby's head. Odegaard, show them how important you are. Wonderful. 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 My manager, he knew what to do. MLS in the game. Odegaard in the game. Even me that wasn't even happy about Merino in the game. And Merino scored. My freaking manager. He knows what is needed. Remove, guys. Remove. Remove, man. Remove. Come on. Declare, clear that ball. Claim on the ball. Claim on the ball together. Nice one. Yokeres, please help us now. Win that ball, please. Let's see. Remove. Let's see. Referee, come on. Anyhow, sir. Everybody back. Say. Where you at, man? Say. Where you at? Say. Where you at? Say. Come on. Be up. Man. What? These boys are stressing me today, man. But it's all good. Pull it out. That's what we had to do. Easy. Send it for Martinelli. Ah, too far. Pope got the cover. But the referee blows the whistle. Let's go. Big Gabby. Big Gabby. Match winner. Match winner. Thank you for making up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for making it up, man. Ah, what they want to say now? What do they want to say now? Everybody lost. I got my 3 points. What do you want to say? What do you guys want to say? Man, this week is going to be fun. This week is going to be fun. I'm just going to let you know. This week is going to be fun. What a comeback, boy. What a comeback. What a comeback. Mikel Merino. For all of you that have been doubting Merino, you have apologies. Oh. You have apologies. Oh. Odegaard. All of you that have been doubting Odegaard, you have apologies. Oh. Wonderful. Wonderful, boys. Man, guys, how am I looking, bro? Because this shit is pissing me off. I don't know what's going on with my camera right now, to be honest. I'm gonna need somebody in the chat to let me know if I'm coming through fine, because I might have to lock this off because my camera is bugging out a lot. So I don't like what is going on right now. Let me see how it's looking because this is wild. All right. Let me see how it's looking. Okay. I think it's looking fine. It's just tripping from this side, but I think it's fine. It's just tripping. Okay. Shout out to all the 26 people that came through while I was having my mishap. Hopefully everything is going through fine. If there's anybody watching still, drop it in the chat. Let me know how it's coming through to you. All right, I think we should be good though. I think we should be good. Yeah. So yeah, well, what I played before, that was my live reactions to the Arsenal and Newcastle game. That game was one of the most stressful games I've watched in a while because man, man, that was a must-win game. We had to win that after Liverpool dropped 3 massive points and they just did again in the Champions League. So that champions whatever this is what champions do. Mm-mm. This is not what champions do. Something is wrong over there. Something is wrong at Liverpool. And now the truth is gonna be told about what is going on there because people are just saying, oh, because they are winning, we shouldn't say anything about them. But I'm just gonna be honest. When it comes to Liverpool, Florian Wirtz needs to be put on the bench if they want to go back to what they were, doing like recently, like winning games and stuff like that. Because they are trying to force him into the team, which is causing the rest of the team to be imbalanced. And when it comes to when it comes to football, balance is very, very important. So them trying to force Verse into the team is causing Sobozlai to have to be pushed to right back because Verts is not going to produce is not going to give you that I would say physicality and strength in the midfield that you need at the highest level. Verts is a tippy tappy, cute, you know, good passing type of player, and that's it. He's nothing like anything that has to come with physical game he will get pushed off. And in football, you have to earn the right to play a game. So if you can't even stand your ground in the first place, how can you get to show your skill? So yeah, um, yeah. So what's it called? Verts pushes Sabozlai out, and also McAllister and Salah also haven't been in the best of form recently. And even when they both came on today, they didn't really make a difference. And they still went on to lose that game. So Liverpool, there's a lot of problems going on at Liverpool. So let's start saying the truth about it. Let's start saying the truth about it. My boy Eddie Nketiah, my God, Eddie Nketiah at the death, man. Eddie Nketiah did it for us of for all the years that he was at the club, watching him grow and getting frustrated with his gameplay, but he he showed that he remembers where he comes from by helping us with that match winning goal. There was a chance that he had before that goal where he was coming in for a header. I think it was a good cross from Mitchell, and he came in through the center, but he decided to glass the header wide instead of putting power on it and putting it on target. So I am glad he was able to make up for that and actually help them get the three valuable points. Yeah, but yeah, Liverpool. I am waiting to hear from Liverpool fans if there's any person that wants to come on and you know try and explain what is going on over there because everybody played today. Isak came on, Salah played, Ekitike played on the left, Vert stayed in the game, McAllister came on, so they did everything and they could not beat Osimhen. Like that they didn't even finish the game. They did everything that they could and they still couldn't win. So they still couldn't draw. And this Galatasaray, this is not even the best Premier League team. So I'm telling you, that is looking kind of spooky on that side. So I am happy to see that personally. So let's see. Let's see if slot is going to make the ballsy decision to put Verts on the bench because that is what it would take, in my opinion, for Liverpool to get where they're trying to go, and for McAllister to get back on his feet. Because if that doesn't happen as well, never know, bro. But let's see. Our next few games and their next few games are looking kind of tasty. I feel like if Arsenal can breeze through our own games, and I mean, because we are playing like four smaller teams than Crystal Palace in the Premier League. So if we can get through those games with maximum points, I feel like we could put a few points gap on Liverpool going into game week 12. So then what's it called? What separates Arsenal and Liverpool was only one free kick. One free kick and that's it. One free kick from 33 yards, one generational free kick. Because if they didn't score that goal, we will be on first on the table right now. We will be top and they will be second. So Liverpool, Liverpool. Things are going on there. So me, I'm just happy to see it. So let's keep on moving away from them. Chelsea got their dub today. You know, an own goal, Richard Rios. So I mean, to be perfectly honest, watching Galatasaray and the Chelsea game, I low-key fell asleep a little bit because those two games were boring after the goal went in. It was just a lot of foreplay, and no real penetration. So yeah, it was a yeah, it wasn't a great watch after the first half for both those games. But I saw that Joao Pedro got it ready towards the end of the game for Chelsea, and that's what their third red card in the last three games. What is going on there? And these Chelsea ones so far, I mean, me, I haven't seen the Joao Pedro one, but the other two have been deserved. It is not like us where us we're getting card for kicking ball away and stuff like that. These are for stupid decisions that they are making. So let's see. I mean, I will go check the Shao Pedro one and see how it was. Yeah, but yeah. I want to say a lot about the Newcastle game because this game showed me a lot. Like this game showed like our team can learn a lot from this game, from the beginning to the end of the game. Even I learned a lot about the team. I learned a lot about what Mikel is trying to do from the start of the game until the end of the game. So me, what first of all, I want to give Mikel Arteta a round of applause because that game he did everything right, and we deserved everything that we got in that game. And I'll tell you what. Me, I was one of the people that was saying, "Oh, I want MLS to start this game, right?" But he didn't end up starting, and the reason I wanted him to start was because I was expecting. Okay, we got two comments in the building. What's good? Up Arsenal, man. Hyper Grow 30. Appreciate you, bro. Up Gunners every time. Hey, homie, your content is fire. I can help you grow first and 25 so 38. Nah, bro. Don't even worry about that, bro. But yeah, up Gunners, bro. Up Gunners every time. But yeah, what's it called? Mikel did everything right. Because me, I was one of the people that wanted Miles Lewis Kelly to start the game. And I wanted him to start because I was expecting Newcastle to come with a mid block right off the bat. But they didn't come with that. Mikel started Calafiori. Why? Because obviously it was gonna be a physical game. There's gonna be a lot of headers to be won, a lot of duels to be won on the ground and in the air as well. So yes, you can have him in for that. But also Calafiori is one of our starters in the game because we are taking our long throws and set pieces super serious. So long throws definitely Calafiori is there. And the fact that he didn't start Saliba and started Mosquera, right? That even made more sense for Calafiori to be in the game because when it comes to our corners and stuff like that, when Saliba is not putting pressure on the goalkeeper, right? And there is no Ben White as well. Then it seems like not like our other defenders can't do that job that he does to putting off the keeper. They can't do it to his own level of shenanigans. You get so when William Saliba is not in the game, we want Calafiori to be in the game at least to help us on that part of the corners. That is
one of the reasons why I believe he started Calafiori um, against Newcastle. But also, like I said, the long throws from that left side, like he's trusting Calafiori to be doing those. So that those are the two main reasons why he started him in this game. And what's it called? Mosquera. Now in my last episode of Real Talk, I was talking about how dropping Mosquera for the game against Man City to bring back um Sa Saliba could have affected Muskie's um conf- confidence a little bit. And when you watch him against Newcastle, you would see that he was more tentative about the things that he was doing. So it ca- it it showed that he was more nervous now to make mistakes, right? From the fact that Mikel dropped him, quote unquote, but he's not really dropping because he just decided to go with his more trusted guy that has played against Erling Haaland lots of times. So Mikel going for Saliba against Erling Haaland, it is not the wrong move. It's just that Saliba and Gabriel had a poor game that day. So it kind of backfired on the manager. So it kind of looked like it was the wrong decision. But if you ask me, I would still start Willie in that game. I would still have brought him back to start with Gabriel to face Haaland because they have the experience of facing Erling Haaland. While Muskie is new to the league. So me, I won't say he was wrong for dropping quote unquote Muskie to then bring him back in for this Newcastle game. But you can see that it did kind of affect Muskie's confidence because for that first 45 minutes, Mosquera is like he was getting caught out of possession and was making bad passes, and that kept putting pressure putting pressure on the team needlessly, and that happened until the moment that he gave away a corner for no reason, and that led to the goal, right? So if you ask me, Gabi, right, that that moment right there was the biggest moment of naivety that I've seen from Gabriel in a long, long time. Like this is the same stadium where somebody puts two hands on his back, right? Pushed him while he was already in the air, pushed him and scored, and they still gave it. So I don't understand why in this same scenario, the same exact type of scenario, you are going down off of one hand on your back, not even two, one, and you're deciding to go down off of that when you're supposed to defend your set pieces. Is usually always the one that the other team don't deserve. The corner that is not supposed to be a corner that we end up conceding from. And this happens with everything. But Gabby, that moment right there was the biggest moment of naivety because there's no way we were ever going to get that call. No way. Not at St. James Park. After everything that we have we have seen up, you know, up there. After everything, there's no way we were gonna get that call. So Gabby, it was poor for that. But after that moment, he was spotless for the rest of the game. Gabby was spotless after that moment. because he felt like he had really let the team down there. And as a leader, he had to show that, you guys, I am sorry. So I will make up for it. And he definitely did. Yeah, it was spot on. He locked up Voldemort himself to, like, after that whole thing. He got into the guy's head and everything. My guy was like, he was like, his head was gone to the point where he like almost wanted to cry himself. So but yeah, I'm pretty sure I have a picture right here. Like after that moment, Gabby went on a different one. Look at this guy's face. Gabby put so much stress on this guy. He will have nightmares about him until they come back to our house to come and play us again. But yeah, um, in the second half, because I needed to watch the game again to know exactly what William Sa um, Sa Liba brought, right? I had to watch it again because when I was watching it on the watch along in those high, emotional states, I didn't really peep it. But that thing that really Sa, Liba does on the set pieces, that goes a long way. That goes a long way. Like that's like, he just knows how to do it in a way where he won't get called for the foul. He just knows how to do it. He has been doing it for so long now. So that that was one of the things that he brought. And also he brought stability to that back line. Because that Muski's first half performance put us under pressure for no reason. And that did not allow us to control the game. That did not allow us to control that game. It was more out of control in the first half. But when Saliba came on in the second half, that cut out any stupid mistakes that Bosky was making. So it was so I would say, in the handling of both players overall, I give Mikel Arteta pretty much a 9/10, because you will have to trust your big hitter in the big games, because he has the experience. He just lets you down, right? Then in the next game, you give Mosky his opportunity again to show him that I didn't take you out, because you were playing bad. I just needed the experience of one of my guys to play that specific game. But I still trust you. It's just that Muskie, his own personal game was lacking. So Mikel taking him off at 45 minutes was the right thing to do. So every decision he made there kind of made sense to me, right? Yeah. So let me not even get into the VAR nonsense, because me, on my watch along, I was saying, yeah, because he got a touch of the ball, fine. But like I said, we've seen those given so many times. We've seen softer penalties like that given, and even getting a touch on the ball is not necessarily the be all end all at times. But I'm glad we ended up winning the game. Then Victor Gyökeres, this, like, overall, I give him a 7/10 for this game. For the first 25 to 30 minutes in this game, I give him an 8/10, because that was one of the, I would say, best performances he has given in an Arsenal shirt. Even without scoring, he deserved at least 2 goals for his efforts in that first 25 to 30 minutes. If they give us that pen, I trust him to put it away, and that would have given him that taste for more. and you never know. He might end up bagging two. So for like that, those first 30 minutes, I give him a very, very good score. But the rest of the game, I felt like he kind of faded out a little bit. And when he did come back in, he didn't really make an effective use of the ball. Let me say that. But overall, I give him a 7 out of 10. So I like he is coming, like he is getting match fit. Like I can see that, his speed is getting back up to where he's supposed to be, and he's able to run for longer periods of time. So it is good that he's getting to that level of match fitness. What I need for him to do is to get that dog back in him, because it's like the dog has left a little bit. That dog that he was showing at Sporting. I'm not seeing the dog here versus higher, level defenders versus stronger defenders versus more intelligent guys, more aggressive guys. I am not seeing that dog that I'm supposed to be seeing out of Victor Gyökeres. Because I'm telling you, that shit that Lascelles did to Victor. If I'm Victor, I'm not leaving that field without Lascelles feeling me somehow. If I don't, if I don't do my own back, I will not be content. So I feel like that type of dog is missing, and is letting people bully him. You know, and when he gets into chances to shoot, he starts to overthink things, and I don't like that. Right? I don't like that. So I feel like he needs to get that belief back in him that yes, you know, I scored 100 goals, and I really believe that I am one of the best strikers in the world. I don't care what type of defender that I face. I will terrorize them. I look at what Osimhen did to Liverpool. Terrorize them, even when he didn't have possession. So you have to like do a bit more, I would say. But he's getting there, Sha. So let me not go too hard on him, right? Then Mikel starting easy in the 10, one beautiful. Like I'm so happy about this. I am so happy with the squad of players that we have. Like I love this squad of players, right? I just want us to be able to use them the way they are supposed to be used, to their maximum effectiveness, right? So AJ starting in the 10, Trossard starting on the left. That first 25 minutes against this Newcastle side, and I give Eddie Howe credit for not coming and packing the balls from minute one. He came in with the belief that okay, we are facing Arsenal, and I don't care that it's Arsenal that we are facing. I'm coming to win the game. I'm not coming to just sit in a block for the whole time. But one thing that I noticed about Arsenal too is that we are not even waiting for the block to form. We are going longer, more from Raya, from the from uh the the defense. We are trying more direct plays, a lot more than what we are used to, and that is the right way to use Victor. That is the right way to use Saka as well. You know, so we are going long way more. So we are not even getting to the point where the block sets up. It's just that when it got to the set to this second half, and they had gotten their goal, and they were comfortable with with sitting low and defending that one goal lead, then yeah, we then ran into the block, and we had to try and break down their block. But we are trying to bypass that that stage of the game if we necessarily don't need to be in it. You know, we are trying to go long more, and that is something that really works against teams like Newcastle, and we are going to face West Ham next weekend as well. So us, I can see us getting better in those type of game plays, because at the start of the season we were so bad at making uses of our trans of our transition opportunities. So that is good to see, right? Saka is looking good, and I'm glad that we were able to take him off, because this is also one of the things why where I said Mikel got everything right, because he still protected Saka on top of it at the end of the day, and we still got the win, right? Me, I have been one of the people that said, Mikel, give Mikel a squad of players and watch him work. And I'm starting to see that yes, he is getting used to the tools that he has now and knows how to use them properly. Bringing Mikel Me, 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 Merino on for Ricardo Calafiori, right? In that moment, that still preserved our duels in the air. That still preserved our set piece, you know, do, dominance, right? And that's put an extra attacker in their box, right? So we, quote unquote, took the handbrakes off, right? We, quote unquote, took the handbrake off. We took off one of our defenders chasing the game and put on one of our auxiliary strikers. So that is a very good use of the squad. That is a very good use of the squad. And also resting Saka, because we all know how important he is, and we all know that we will need him going into the second half of next season. Like the second half of next season, I feel like it's gonna be a lot of fun, because we'll have Harvest back. We'll most likely have Jesus back if Beta doesn't sell him in January. So let's see though. But yeah, bringing Rino on there, that was a very good decision. Very good decision from Mikel Mikel at, 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 Arteta. But guys, let me actually show you where where we won this game, and it was in this moment. This moment is where we won this game, because this guy right here, called Martin Odegaard, right? This guy changed the game. Captain's performance, captain's cameo off the bench. Once he came on that field, these guys, we had we had full control of that game. Full control of that game. And everything that this guy did, moving the block from side to side, picking passes with Trossard on this side, Rice on this side, laying the ball to Rice perfectly so that Rice could get that in-swinging perfect cross to Mikel Merino's head. That alone, not to talk of the set piece um, assist for the winning goal. He had a beautiful pass to Rice in that left half space, right? Beautiful pass to Rice. I think Rice tried to cut it across goal. And also when MLS came on as well, like I kept calling for. When MLS came on that field, there's no way Newcastle were surviving us in that moment, because they tried to relieve pressure by going long, but the 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 fact that we had so many, you know, technical ballers on the field at that time, we were able to keep possession, and we were able to threaten that back line with smart runs here and there, quick touches here and there, and that is how we're able to keep putting pressure on their back line and then create those set piece opportunities. Like Martin Odegaard, like, bro, anybody that doubts how important that guy is to this team, I hope you watched what he did against Newcastle. I hope you watched. I just hope you watched because I don't know how you can be a fan of Arsenal and hate Martin Odegaard. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't understand. I really don't. But I feel like the people that don't like Martin Odegaard really don't like Mikel, and they're taking it out on his captain. You get that is just how me I look at it. But when it comes to him, well, he's one of my favorite players at the club, and I'm so glad that we brought a guy like Izzy to play with him. Because one thing that people need to understand is that like players like Odegaard need other ballers playing with them for you to see the 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 maximum level of sexy football that you can see from a player like Odegaard. He needs other technical people, other creators that are on the same wavelength with him, right? You need that, and then you will need to have a front man that has a decent touch on the ball at least, but know how to make intelligent runs. Then you see the best of Martin Odegaard. You will see the best of him. So when he came on and played in the double ten with Eze, that looked very, 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 very nice. Very, very nice. Very nice. Declan Rice too. That guy was an absolute beast for the whole 90 minutes. The whole game, Deck balled out. Like in the double pivot, in the single pivots, he was just a beast. Yeah, yesterday, he was just a beast. Like he deserves so much plaudits for what he did yesterday. He grabbed an assist, and he didn't stop working for the team. He did not stop working. He did not stop. Like like that chance that I think it was Jamal Murphy that ran through our midfield that that the Dex tracked him all the way and stopped him from getting a shot off. I'm pretty sure this was in the second half. Wonderful, wonderful. Like he also did one in the 96th minute. I think it was Barnes. Barnes, that sub for Barnes, right? That is what lost Newcastle this game. That is what lost Newcastle again. Because this is also where I give credit to Howe. Because the game was at 1-1. And he did not play for the points. He was going for all three. He was going for all 3 points. So I give him credit for having that kind of mentality at home, right? You have beat us there multiple times. So why shouldn't you try and go for the win? So him taking off Joe Ellington and bringing on Harvey Barnes there, it was a brave decision, but it is what cost them the game because Harvey Barnes did not really do much going forward. And guess who was marking uh, Big Gabby on that last set piece? It was Harvey Barnes. And Harvey Barnes on Gabriel, we all know what is going to happen there. So that definitely came back to haunt them, but I give him the credit for having that mindset. Yeah. Let me see. What else am I missing? Who else am I missing? Because William Saliba came in the game. Oh, Martinelli, just a regular Martinelli cameo. But this is why I said coming to St. James Park, we just had to find a way to get the 3 points. I don't care how we did it. We just had to get the 3 points and get out of there. Because the kind of calls that they were making in that game, the things they were checking, and the things that they refused to check in that game, that tells you the kind of agenda that they had. That tells you the kind of agenda that the referees had, the league had for that game, and what they wanted that game to end as. Because imagine something as blatant, Something as blatant as this does not even get a VAR check. Look at that. Something as blatant as that does not get a VAR check. It doesn't get a VAR check. That in the Champions League is getting called. It gets called. 100%. It gets called. That is the same type of handball that I think they said Kai um com, com, committed against Liverpool, or wait, was it Liverpool or something where his hand was here and he was turning and it hit, and they still called the handball to chalk off our goal. But this time, I think it was Villa. I think it was Villa away a couple seasons ago. Yeah. But it's the same type of handball that um, Bruno Guimaraes did. And they didn't even check it. They didn't even check it, but they were looking to check Gabriel's for like the last, for like at least 2 minutes. They were checking Gabriel's on something that clearly came off his shin and went to his hand in a natural tackling, way. We've seen big Gabby tackle like that so many times, where he goes down and his hand goes up. We've seen that so many times. So that was purely natural movement. But they checked it and they checked it and they checked it. But when it comes to checking things like that for Bruno, they won't check it. They will not check it. But they will check my pen that is supposed to be a pen. If you look at the other pens that they have given in this league, because like I will keep saying, there's a pen that Jota in peace won. I think it was against Nottingham Forest, like last season or 2 seasons ago, where where the keeper made contact with him. He took a step. He could have still gotten to the ball. Oh, he could have still gotten to that ball. Took a step and went down, and they called the penalty. After he already took a step after contact, they caused the penalty and they called it. So we have seen stuff that's way easier than that given. So the fact that they checked for for at least 2 3 minutes and decided that, oh, because it got contact on the ball and it's kind of deviated the part of the ball, cool. But he still fouled him at the end of the day. He still fouled him. But I feel like if they called that pen, they would have been forced to give him a red. And they didn't want to make it that easy for us. They did not want to make it that easy. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, I'm just glad that we came and got that dub. Man. I'm just happy. I'm just stoked because when they come back to our crib, we can get the double on them for sure. And winning in a place like this shows us that we are we are we are getting points in places that we didn't get last season, and that shows progress. That in the small sample size that we have, that shows progress. With the squad that we have, it only bodes well going forward. It only bodes well. I'm fully excited to see how the rest of the season pans with this squad that we have. Let me see if I'm missing any other thing from that game because I think I covered it all. I think I covered it all. Yeah, yeah. Mikel bringing on those subs, he brought them on at the right time. The only thing I can possibly say is maybe take um Calafiori off earlier because on a different day, especially at a ground like St. James, he could have gotten a second yellow. Because even when he was on a card, I think there was a moment where the ball was at the touch line and he tried to clear it. But a Newcastle player put themselves in front of the ball and he ended up kicking the player instead of the ball. And all of these reps, all they need is an opportunity. So maybe on a different day, you could have gotten sent off. But all, other than that, pretty much it's a perfect game from Mikel. Pretty much, like there is not really like like more like I would say there is not really a lot of bad things anybody can really say about that game, right? Like even if the game ended in a 1-1, it would not be because of the coach. It would be because of the players on the field not um con con converting those chances that were created by the players that the coach put on the field. So Eze, he balled out. He played. He played well. He might have gone quiet a little bit in that second half, early into that, but he still came back out to life when the more creative players came in. When uh, Odegaard came and MLS came, he became more livelier. Trossard, decent game. I wish he had scored that goal. Like on a different day, that game ends 4-0 to Arsenal. On a different day, that game ends 4-0. Because Pope just had the game of his life. And at the end of the game is when he fucked it up. But he had the game of his life. Even that goal that Reno scored, right? That goal, no keeper in the world saves that. So Pope, there was nothing that Pope could have done about that. But at the end of the game, where he tried to, like I said, Eddie Howe wanting to win the game, he tried to go long to Langa, but he messed it up, and MLS ends up retrieving the ball to then pass it to Rice, who then tries to cross it in, who then tries to cross it in again, and we win our match winning corner. So that was the only moment that he messed up. In that moment, he could have held the ball and taken a draw. But like I said, Eddie Howe wanted to win the game. So credit to him for having that mindset. But that played into our hands and gave us one last corner. And we all know what happens when you give us that one last corner that we need, So yeah, we have scored 15 more corners than the rest of the Premier League in the last 2 seasons. 15 more. That is crazy. And the reason that we score more is because the way that we deliver that ball. The way we do like the way Saka delivers it, the way Odegaard delivers it, the way Rice delivers that ball, you won't see it like that in other teams. And then on top of that delivery, that world class delivery, you now have Gabriel on top of that. Like, come on. Somebody that is ready to die for a goal in the bro. So yeah, that is the main reasons why we are so much better than everybody else. Our crossings, our the deliveries are just crazy. And it showed when those players were not, available. When Saka was hurt, when old Degard was hurt as well, and we had uh, Noni taking our um, corners from that left side. It wasn't as effective. So that is something that he will need to, add to his game. That is something because you know how important that is to our game. So Noni is gonna have to add that for sure. I think that's it on Arsenal because mm, there is not much to even talk about. Let's see, we got some comments in the game. Hala three. So what's all this spam that I'm getting today? Is all these spam comments from Kick? I don't know all these guys that are trying to sell me something. But they don't know that I'm well versed in the ways of the 419. So yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. Go and find somebody else. Yeah. I think that's it on Arsenal. Though. I don't think there's much else to say. It's just that tomorrow we are playing Olympiacos. We have some scores to settle with that team. We have some scores to settle. And for like this season that we have finally built a squad, we have so many scores to settle. We are playing Bayern soon as well. So yeah, Bayern, you're on too. They come for you too, for sure. But for Olympiacos, we have it. Yeah, for them knocking us out in the Europa League, I think it was 20. It wasn't 1920. It was 2021, I think, in the 2021 season when they knocked us out. We have to make up for that tomorrow. So they are coming to the crib. We have to welcome them with a few goals. Right. Victor, this is your level. This is where you're supposed to show out. So, hey, I beg, go, beg. Because, guy, if you are not bagging, what is the use of you being in the team? Like, hey, if you are not bagging the chances that you're getting, come on now. Because you are shooting when you're supposed to cut back, and you're cutting back when you're supposed to shoot. So you have to make that decision. And when you want to shoot, you're falling to the ground. So bro, I beg you will need to show us and prove to us that you deserve to stay in that spot, especially when Kai comes back. But other than that, nothing more to say about Arsenal. I don't know where all the Chelsea fans are. I don't know where they are. The champions of something. I mean what? That can't seem to win a game in the Prem, losing 3-1 or be 2-1 to the worst Manchester United team in the history of Manchester United teams, and still losing to Brighton, their feeder club. On top of all the players you have taken from Brighton, all the coaches, all the backroom staff, and the executive staff too that you have taken. At the end of everything, you still can't beat them. They have beaten you in the last three attempts. Like after spending all this bread, you guys have gone missing. Imagine like I I I I I can only imagine if it was Arsenal that did this shit that Chelsea is doing. I can only imagine the way people will talk about my club. I can only imagine the way they were saying, oh, they thought it was easy to be fighting for the Champions League and fighting for the league at the same time. They actually thought it was easy. They actually thought it was easy. Imagine Brighton of all people. Brighton, red, 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 red. But my own opinion on Chelsea, I have never switched on them since last season. I was saying that this Chelsea, whatever the stuff that Chelsea was doing at the start of the season was fugazi, fugazi. I didn't pay no attention to what Chelsea did last season. I paid no attention to it because when you spend that amount of money, you're supposed to do that in the first half of the season. You're supposed to do that. I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody tell me. When you have spent 1.7 billion on your project, you should be at least looking towards the top, right? So that first half of the season wasn't anything different for me. That is what they were supposed to do. It's that second half of the season that showed me who Chelsea was. I don't care what conference league you won. You were supposed to win that. You have bro, everybody in that competition, none of them spent as much as you did in that summer window. Combined. All those teams in that conference league. Like two of your signings safe. I'm sure I even worth more. Just Enzo and Caicedo is worth more than the transfer budgets that every team in that competition had. So that conference league, if you did not win it, if you did not win that conference league, that would have been the biggest embarrassment in history. If somebody else beat you to it, so that is a given. Then the club world, whatever that is a friendly thing that was put to just smash together. No real anything. They just put it together so well that they could have a summer competition in the States to then prepare it and market the World Cup next year. Bringing Messi to come and play for what reason? What has they like? What have his team done? No Liverpool, no Napoli, nothing. And you're telling me that matter. You got to the final to play a PSG team that were missing their best defender and brought in Lucas Peraldo out from the gulag that we have not seen for the whole season. Imagine that. And you're telling me I was supposed to give any, thought to that. Nothing that Chelsea did has impressed me. Nothing that they've done has impressed me. I always knew that all that shit was fugazi, and now it is showing. It's showing that they are such a fugazi team. They needed an own goal to beat Benfica today. Imagine. But there is no excuses for Chelsea because they have spent way too much. They have spent way too much for them to not be in any conversation for the title or for the Champions League. They have spent way too much. So they have no excuses. They still have to fight for this league. Like any Chelsea fan that is out there, you still need to fight for this league. You have spent too much. And it is not our fault that you guys went and spent on stupid people. It is not our fault. You guys have to deal with that with your board and them. If you want to have your protest, go and protest. But for us rival fans, we see you as title challengers. Me personally, I see you as title challengers. I don't care. Because you have spent way too much for you to come and tell me you are not in any races. Like what kind of nonsense is that? Like, bro, chill. I think you have spent too much. So I don't want to hear anything from a Chelsea fan. You guys need to deal with your situation. Buying, by Gittins. Like that was supposed to do anything. Like they spent 55 million on buying Gittins, but they spent 40 on Kopama. Spent 55 on buying Gittins. What did you see? Ha! Buying Gittins. I swear. Chelsea, when like last season, I was saying that they are just laundering money in that club. They are them. They are just moving money from one place to another, one place to another, one place to another. Money is just going here, going there, coming from Saudi, going to the US, going to France, and they are just washing money. Chelsea, they are just washing money. That is what they are doing there. That is what they are doing there. Because there is no way you will tell me Todd Bowley will buy a club like Chelsea to come and not and want to turn it to Brighton. How will you buy a club like Chelsea and say Brighton? That is the model that I'm gonna go after. That is the model that I'm going to follow with this £2 billion institution that I just bought. I'm gonna follow the Brighton model. For what? That shit is crazy to me. That shit is crazy to me. But Chelsea, they don't get any excuses because they have been watching us fight. They have been laughing. Even us that have been fighting without a squad. We have been fighting without a squad. Though we didn't buy players. They will say, "Oh, is it my fault?" Exactly. So now that you guys have been spending on stupid people, you cannot come and say rivals. Oh, because us, we personally don't believe that we are in a title race based on the players that we have. I don't want to hear that nonsense. I don't want to hear that. That is on you guys. They have given you 2 billion, and that's what you spent it on. So you cannot say, "Oh, well, we can't hold you, you know, accountable, or we can't cook you because you know you personally as a Chelsea fan don't believe that these players, you know, are anything." Cool, but that is not my fault. It's you guys that are buying them. So deal with it and take whatever comes your way. Because you guys have been dishing it out to people that have been fighting for bigger trophies. So please, now that you step into the place to try and compete for those bigger trophies, you cannot keep your heads anymore. Smart in red card, smart in red card, smart in red card. Okay, we will see now. The season is just starting, and I'm so excited to see what Chelsea have for me going forward. I'm so excited to see. And Maresca, and that guy in a fraud. That guy in a fraud. That guy in a fraud. I tell you now, that guy is a fraud. Smart in red, you take all your attackers out. I've never seen that. Like even Mikel doesn't do that. Mikel that that is a satanist sometimes. He doesn't do that, especially not against teams like Brighton and Brentford. Or Abi, I don't know. Brighton and Manchester United. Imagine Brighton and Manchester United. They are taking off all your attackers and saying, "Let me defend," and hit them on the break. If that was Mikel that did that, all the handbrake, negative, coward, all the shit that people would have called him. They gave him an unjust red against Wolves. He still won the game. Calafiori. They gave him an unjust red against Brighton. We still got, got a point twice against Brighton last season. Twice we were given bullshit reds, and twice we were at least able to get a point. We were supposed to win the first one if Kai and Saka could have, scored that chance. But it's all good though. It's all good. It's all good. Um, Manchester United. I feel like them. hmm, I feel like that club. That's like Manchester United. When you start thinking of the problems at that club, it's just plenty. It's plenty. It's just plenty. Because the main problem is the players that they are buying. They are getting rid of Deadwood and they are buying Deadwood. They are getting rid of players like quote unquote Rashford, quote unquote Martial, um, who else? Lindelof, and they're bringing guys like Matthias Cunha and Mazraoui and all of these, like those type of guys, you will still end up moving on from them eventually. Like you still end up moving on from them eventually. The people that they like, the squad that they have, right now, is only set up for a 4-2-3-1 defensive counter. That is the best way to play. Because if you want to keep po- po- possession with this team in a high line, it will never work. Because they don't have enough players that can play that style. They don't have enough. They have Lenny Euro as a CB for that type of football, and maybe the leaked, maybe Aiden Heaven, because he's too young. But if you want to play that style, stepping high up and keeping pressure or winning the ball back quick and keeping the ball, passing it around, trying to control the game that way, you don't have the players for it. You just don't. You just don't. And Amorim, right? Him playing the way he's playing, the 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 way he plays creates, it is more of a transition based system as of this moment in time, based on the players that he has. But it is still kind of a mixture of quick direct play but high defensive line at the same time. So it's about winning the ball early and playing direct. To most of the time is usually in Buemo or Dogu that are in those wide spaces, and then they are able to bring it down and then go at the box while they have people that are supposed to be running in from the midfield, right? That style of play, cool. But the midfield that you have for that style of play, you don't have the players to have a, I would say, a two-man midfield that is functioning. You just don't have the right profile of players to have there. Me, I've said before that the right two for this system that Amorim wants to play, the best possible two that they can have in that middle is Casemiro and Lisandro at this moment in time. Because those those two players will provide you the best mixture of work rates, decent passing, decent tackling, right? And X factor a little bit. Because Casemiro is one of the players, hate him or like him, is one of the players in Manchester United that can shoot from outside, that can score on a set piece, that just knows where to be at the right moment. And that helps a team a lot. That helps a team a lot. So Casemiro being on the field for Manchester United helps Manchester United, you know, in a positive manner more than a negative manner. So I feel like the person that needs to be next to him has to also be somebody that is of his same level of work rate and desire to win the ball back, and also be a decent enough passer to get that style of play going, that long switching or quick pass through the lines to find Bruno or Mbemo or Sesko. And I feel like that is Lisandro. Because if you want to say use Ugarte there, true, he can do the running around, winning the ball part of it to an extent. But when it comes to the passing and the maybe shooting the ball here and there, when you need to, he doesn't provide that. He doesn't provide that. So I feel like the best combo that Manchester United can have for that midfield, if they want to keep playing this same 3-4-3 style, is gonna be Lisandro and Casemiro. Because them together, that lets Casemiro at least go forward a little bit, come back a little bit, rest a little bit here and there, while the Sandro, does the dog walk as well. So that helps Casemiro to also last in a game, you know. Then Kobe Mino can come off the bench. Like, to me, that guy in this system, he will never work in this type of system, because he is not the guy that will give you high work rate defensively. No, he's more technical, cute. Let me go forward. Let me do a body feint. I can dribble you. Yeah. I can shoot sometimes. I can place. Yeah. But I can't hit the ball type of shoot. But I can place it well. All that finesse, aesthetics game. Kobe Mino has that one down. He looks like a baller. But when it comes to the nasty part of the game, where you also have to be a dog on the defensive side to earn the rights to play, he doesn't have that. He doesn't have that at this moment in time. He is still young. Hopefully, he can add that to his game. But I feel like he's missing that. And for that midfield to have balance, you need at least two people that are willing to do dog work that can then allow the front three to flourish and not bother about, you know, always having to come back or whatever, whatever. They can handle it there, and then they can set off their the 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 red place from there. Yeah. Um to me, I like seeing them, struggle. Like, I love what I'm seeing. I'm so happy that everybody lost last weekend. Manchester United specifically, I would love to see them go down, because I feel like they need that as a fan base. Like, their brain needs to reset to understand the kind of situation that their club is in. I can get it. Okay, the right managers, you haven't had the right coach with the right squad of players at the same time, but you've never had the right squad of players since Sir Alex Ferguson left. You've always had a mismatch of players. You've never had a good harmonic, squad of players that like playing with themselves. And also, I feel like the culture at the club as well, it's like almost like every man for himself. The same, the the same type of cul- culture that Chelsea has at times, or let's say had at the start of their project. Now is a bit better, but it still doesn't seem like everything is sorted over there at Chelsea. But at Manchester United, you can tell that those squad of players don't even like playing with each other first. And when you don't even like your team, you're not going to run for your team. You're not going to fight for your team when you don't even like them first. So there is a lot of problems at at that club. In my personal opinion, there's a lot of problems at Manchester United that will not be solved for the next 2 seasons. I don't see it because they will need to send a lot of people out. They will need to send some people out, and they will need to make sure that they're making smart purchases. I don't know why Luke Shaw is still at the club all this time. I don't know why. I don't know why. All this time, I don't know why. People are telling me he should play the left back in a back four. Cool, but like, what level is that going to take you to? Is that level going to take you to the Prem title, or the Champions League? No. So at the end of the day, living short there is just elongating the time until you have to get a full reset, because that guy has been there for too long. And yeah, he hasn't been doing much for a long time as well. So sure, should not be at Manchester United. Harry Maguire, at this point, his quality is not the level. Their best defender has been leaked, and there needs to be a way where him and you are always on the field at the same time, because that is the best, I would say, defensive combination that they can get if they want to go to a back four, is Euro and the 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 leaked. And even in that back four, to me, I still believe that their best style of play is still going to be defensive transition, because Euro, he has some recovery pace, but he's no Saliba. And the the lead good defender can be aggressive but slow. So that high line will not work in the long run. It might work for a few games, but in the long run and against faster front lines, people will catch Manchester United out a lot. So their best front three is Seshko, Mbemo, and Bruno. They should find a way. For me, Matheus Cunha should be coming off the bench, because that guy is pure aesthetics, pure aesthetician. That is what Matheus Cunha is. That guy, that guy deceives so many people. He deceives so many people. I don't know how, because even when he was fit, oh sorry, when he was linked to Arsenal, I never wanted him. I never wanted Matheus Cunha, because I know the type of player he is. He is a big fish in a small pond, where he needs to have the ball 100% of the time for him to be the best, or for him to show and produce to the level that you believe he's supposed to be producing. He's not clinical, so he needs as much opportunities as possible to at least get those numbers up. But that is what he was doing at Wolves. He was the best player there. So he got the ball most of the time to be able to do what he's doing. That type of player cannot coexist at Manchester United. He can't. The guy is just pure aesthetic vibes. Pure, pure aesthetic vibes. He has had so many chances to act to score for them, and he's what I think he's like a match or two away from being the next 007. So if Manchester United fans are not careful, Manchester United will take the suit from Vets very soon. Yeah. Other than that, I don't know what else to say about that club. I don't know what else to say about that club. There is a lot for Manchester United to do. There is a lot. Sacking um Amorim, cool. Bring another coach, cool. But that only extends the time that you actually get back to the top, in my personal opinion. Because these players will continue to get away with it because you guys will constantly keep looking at the manager. And I feel like when a fan, right, constantly looks at the manager, constantly looks at the manager and lets the players get off. I feel like that type of fan. I don't know if they've played football before. You get because foot like foot 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 football is not complicated. It's not. What your coach tell you is not 100% gospel. It's not 100% gospel. And even the coach self will also tell you that. He will give you a framework to work from. Is you that can you do it? Or if you're not able to do that, what else are you doing on the field that is helping that team move forward? So me, I always look at the players on the field first before I look at the coach. I always look at the players on the field first because you guys are the ones there that have been tasked to carry out the plan. So you have to perform, right? You have to perform. If you don't perform, yes, I can look at the coach after that, but I'll look at you first because the coach put his trust in you to play that game. And you are the ones that are deciding to miss chances. You are the ones that are making the wrong choices of pass. You are the ones that are deciding to quit on chasing a a a man back. You know, you are the one that is deciding to not put in effort to make sure that you don't give the other team easy chances at your own post. So me, I always look at the squad. I always look at the players on the field first before anything else. That is how I judge football personally. That's how I I judge it. So we have covered Man U, we have covered Chelsea a bit. We have covered Liverpool a bit. Liverpool's next game. Liverpool's next game. Who is Liverpool playing next in the Premier League? Because now that they have gone through two losses in a row, the heads will be going in that fan base, and I love to see it. I am here for every part of it. So Liverpool's next, they're playing. Let's see. Let's see. Match week 6, match week 7. They're playing Chelsea next. Chelsea next. This is the only game where I would actually ever want Chelsea to get something. But really, what I want is a draw. I want both teams to drop points. But if Chelsea win it, cool. But I want a draw from this game. I want a nil-nil ball draw, nothing happens, or a new and entertaining draw. Let them create chances and miss it. then that will hurt a bit more, I would say. So a draw for both teams will be fine, in my personal opinion. That's what I want. That will then set us up because if they draw that game and we win, we will go top on goal difference. And then from there, I feel like we might just go out of sight from that moment. If Chelsea can cause Liverpool to drop some points this weekend, and Arsenal beat West Ham, and we go top of the league, I think Arsenal is going to go on a tear. I think we're going to go on a tear from that moment. I think we're going to go on a tear because that will be too. I would say that would be too demoralizing for the camp of Liverpool. Because imagine being 5 out of 5, being on top of the world, and in the next 3 games, you've dropped 5 points in the Premier League and you've dropped 3 points in the Champions League. That will send the heads to Mars, and this is right before um, international break. So for the next 2 weeks, Liverpool's heads going to be all over the place. Imagine that. If we go into the next international break top of the league with the matches to come and the matches that they have coming. So it's a very, very, I would say it's a very exciting start to the season. What I saw from this Newcastle game, we can learn a lot as fans. We can learn a lot as players. We can learn a lot as coach. You know, bravery was on display. Seeing how much the other team and the refs were trying to stop us from getting what we deserved in that game, especially the refs, right? And us still getting the win. This should show us as a squad of players that it doesn't matter if the refs are against us, that we have to find a way and still win that game. And this also shows us that, guys, all that naive bullshit, leave it out. Because these refs are not here to give you anything. All that, let me try and win a foul in the penalty box. No, no, that shit doesn't work. Especially when it comes to Arsenal. That shit does not work. That shit does not work. They will never give us that type of shit, bro. No. So let us stop trying to be naive and expect calls from referees. No, let us stop expecting calls. That is one thing that we need to cut out from our game. Play to the whistle. Don't try and win something from the referees. No, play stand up, especially in situations where you're defending. Don't hope for anything defensively that the refs will now save you. No, the refs are not here for that. They are here to do the opposite of that. So we have to learn from this game. Don't give them any opportunity to 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 da- damage us intentionally or unintentionally. Just don't give them that opportunity. But Mosquera, I hope you get back to your best. I hope you get back to your best. Don't let that match that you didn't play against Man City mess with your head. I know it's kind of knocked you off of your rhythm a little bit, but keep your head because you still deserve to be where you are at playing for Arsenal. You deserve every opportunity you are getting right now. So just play with that confidence, and we keep moving forward. we'll keep moving forward from there. Uh, am I missing anybody? I covered Arsenal. I covered Man City. Man City is the last one. Man City. Hmm. If Liverpool is not um is not careful, right, and they keep moving like this, Man City could be our closest title challengers if Liverpool keeps moving for games like this and keep trying to force in Florian Wirtz when they don't have to. If they keep wanting to do that, it might end up for fucking them over in the future. And Man City can sneak in and be that second title closest challenger, because Man City is looking good, and um it is Burnley at the end of the day, but this is the same team that took Liverpool to the 96 minutes, where they had to win with a Mo Salah penalty. So we can say it is just Burnley, but look at how Man City dispatched them easily. So Man City is looking good. Man City is looking good. Let's see how they will do tomorrow in the Champions League. Uh, Me, I fucked up this past weekend because I didn't triple captain Haaland. I only captained him, and I left some Chelsea and Manchester United players in my squad for my FPL. And oh my god, they literally played against my team. All three of them. I think I had Trevor, Trevor Chalobah, who got sent off. So I got -3 from him. So he's taking away, he's taking points away from my score. Then I had Bruno Fernandes, who missed a penalty. So he gave me my -1, because he still con, cons, considered 3 goals. Then I had João Pedro, who didn't do anything. So he was just 2. So from the 3 Chelsea and Manchester United players, I got -2 overall. Imagine that. But yeah, it's all good though. It's all good. I'll give Man City more time, because Doku is looking like the best left winger in this league right now. That is what he's looking like. What is left is to add the the GA. But in terms of, you know work rate, dribbling, creating space, and creating havoc, as a left winger, he's looking like the best in this league right now. So I'll give them time. But what what is a downer is that Roger is injured. So let's see how that goes going forward, because we all know how important he is. We all know. So let's see how it looks going forward with Rodri. It's Rodri injured, but odd, other than that, they are looking better. But I feel like they might go through a phase where they drop a few points now that Rodri is out. So this next 5 to 6 Premier League games, as like Arsenal can go on a tear and actually stretch out a lead on Man City and Liverpool. We might actually do that. So it is it is looking good. We just have to continue doing what we are doing. But in terms of an overall start to the season, it has been good. It has been good. What separates us and Liverpool is one generational free kick. That's it. That is what keeps Arsenal from the top of the table. One generational free kick. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is at the end of the day. You just have to keep on going. You just have to keep going. What else? Is there any other thing to talk about? Yeah, I've talked about Vert already. Until they have the balls to drop him, or they just accept that they are in transition. It's either they do that, just accept that you are in a transition period, and just play Vert for the rest of the time. Let him get used to the league as quick as possible. You know, if you want to do that, cool. But forcing him into the team, putting him out on the left and all this, taking Bosley out from the midfield and putting him at right back where he caused the penalty today. Like, like look at that. He's not a right back. So forcing Verts into the team is harming your team in a different way. So if you want to keep doing that, cool. If you want to go back to what you guys were doing last year, having an attacking full back in frame Pong to help out Mo Salah on that side, and then bring Soboslai back into midfield. Let him do the running around physicality, set pieces thing for for you. So if you want to go back to that, then maybe that is when you will actually see the best of your team again. But me, all the teething problems that me I'm seeing there is good. It is wonderful to see. It is wonderful to actually see. This is what we as Arsenal fans need as well. We need some disharmony within that camp, because that can help us in our quest. You get. Um, yeah, other than that, I don't think there's anything much else to say. I don't think there's anything much else to say. Chelsea continue being shit. You guys got lucky today. I don't. I think you guys are playing Barcelona next, or so, or PSG next. I think. So yeah, let's see. Let's see how those games go. But you kind of escaped to to today. There is no João Pedro for the next game. So you don't have the 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 lap. You don't have Jackson. You don't have João Pedro now. So you only have McGill and you have Tyreek George to start against PSG. So let's see how that actually goes. Let's see how that actually goes. But like I said, Chelsea fans, there's no excuses. You guys have spent way too much money, way too much money for y'all to not be talked about in the highest of the where you're supposed to be, as a club, fighting for the league, fighting for the Champions League. You guys have spent way too much money. So I'm not trying to hear that shit. I'm not trying to hear that shit at all. Because this shit ain't easy. It's never been. It's never been. We are fighting for the two biggest trophies in the world. Arsenal. We won the Premier League, we won the Champions League. We're gonna keep fighting. We finally have the squad to do it. After 20 years, we finally have a squad that is capable of winning both in the same season. We finally have a squad that can do that. We just have to pray for fitness. Simple. Simple. But yeah, shout out to all 45 people that came through. Shout out to you guys, man. Um, it is meant to be a live call-in show as well. So if anybody wants to leave their thoughts as well, they will just need to drop a comment and I can send them the link. That is not a problem. But I'll just give it about 4 or 5 minutes, see if anybody wants to jump on. If nobody wants to, jump on, then you can lock it off. But if you don't agree with what I'm saying, this is also your opportunity to come in and cook me for what I'm saying. If you don't believe, in what I'm saying, I'm just looking at football with the way I look at football, and this is how I look at the game, and this is my own thoughts on the other clubs. So yeah, Man City is looking like our closest so far. In the long run, I feel like it will be Man City that will be the most stable to give us a run for our money for that Premier League title. Because Liverpool, they will need to decide what they want to do. They will need to decide because their squad is weaker than last season. They lost too many people and did not, bring in um, e, e, enough bodies. But they lost too many people, so that will affect them in the long run for sure. So Man City, they have the right amount of guys. It's just that right now they are currently hurt. So if Man City's players don't come back fit soon, they could also be in a crisis as well. So going forward, Arsenal has an opportunity to just stretch out this lead and demoralize Liverpool, demoralize Man City. Go on like a 10-game unbeaten streak in the Premier League, winning 9 of them or winning 10 of them. That would be amazing. That would be amazing, and that would demoralize Man City and Liverpool, especially right now. We can take advantage of them being hurt. We can definitely take advantage of it, and I hope we do. I really, really hope we do. I really, really hope we do because this this season is looking promising. It's looking promising. It's looking promising. It is looking promising. That is what I'm saying because my coach finally has a squad that I've been waiting to see him have top a top a top quality squad that is on par with Liverpool and is on par with Man City. Because nobody can come and tell me that over the last few years where we have been fighting for this league, that we have had is a squad that is on par with Man City or Liverpool. No, no, we haven't. We haven't. We haven't had a squad for that. When we first went for the league title in 22-23, we were going up a Man City team that had freaking Julian Alvarez and Erling Haaland in the same attack. Julian Alvarez, that is destroying Madrid now, was at Man City. That is who we were fighting against to win the Premier League. When my best defender goes down, I what I had was a guy I just bought from Spezia, a young defender, 21-year-old named Jakub Kivio, and I had an injury-prone Tomiyasu, and I had a Rob Holding that does not even start for Crystal Palace. The guy is in MLS now, playing for Colorado United or some club like that. That is who was starting for me in the title race. The next season, we buy defender in Timber. He carried ACL, gone for the whole season. We didn't see him. Now that made Ben White to have to play all those games. Like at some point, fatigue is going to catch up to the team. Fatigue was killing us the last 2 seasons. It's fatigue because we didn't have the squad. Maybe we wanted to stick to the financial sustainability too much to the point where we put more stress on the current players that we have than we are supposed to. So those players went through a lot. Oh, oh, over these last two seasons with injuries and lack of recruitment, especially in January. So now that we finally have a squad that we are all proud of, it might not be perfect, but there are tools there that we can use to win trophies. Definitely, definitely. So now is when we actually see the kind of manager Mikel Arteta is. Now you have the tools. So now it is up to you to have the courage to use those tools appropriately. Appropriately. Now is the time, right? So this last game, Newcastle is the best use of your squad you've had this whole time, especially this season. The best use against Newcastle from minute 1 to 90. It's the the game plan was right. The ta- the ta- the ta- the ta- the tactical subs were right as well, right? And the mentality was also right. So I give him full props. I just hope that he keeps it going forward. Keep that same, trust in your squad. Keep that same trust in yourself. Keep that same courage. Doesn't matter who we are facing, and especially when we are facing teams like low blocks coming, like West Ham is coming next Saturday or Sunday, one of them. From games like that, know that we are going to need Rice and Odegaard on the field. Sorry, Eze and Odegaard on the field at the same time. If you want to play with Zubi, if you want to play with Rice, a lone pivot, fine. But we need at least two creators on the field with your courage at all time. And the best case scenario for that striker is going to be Trossard on the left, Saka on the right, Eze and Odegaard in the eights, and Rice behind them, with Timber on the right side and MLS or Calafiri on the left side. And, Sa, Sa, Liba Gabriel or Mosquera Gabriel or Mosquera Hincapié whenever he's ready. Because that is somebody we have still not seen. We have still not seen more than 15 minutes of Piero Hincapié. We haven't seen him yet. And that is one player that also excites me because I can see him starting and him taking Calafiori spot. Like that is the type of fire that he has in his belly. At this point, he might even be better on the ball in terms of passing and crossing than Calafiori is. So let's see how it goes. But no, it was a good weekend of football and a good week so far of football. Um, Liverpool losing again, and I've still not heard from Masego. I've still not heard from Masego. I'm looking for my friend. His name is Masego. He's a fan of the Reds. Ever since Ketia, stabbed him in his heart. I've not seen him. I'm waiting. So now he's back to back L's. I'm waiting to hear from my friend. I don't know where he is. He's a bit lost. Hey, but don't don't worry. It's how the game goes at the end of the day. Because when I was talking spicy and I lost to the same team, Liverpool. I was outside. I didn't hide. So now they find my second. They find my fans, Bagza, all of these guys. I don't know where they are at. So if you see them, let me tag them. You know. and help me let them know that I am looking for them. I'm looking for them because there's things that they will have to answer for. Yes. But yeah, shout out to everybody that showed up, man. All for the six of you guys. Appreciate you guys for showing up and listening to the show. Before you guys get out of here, please make sure you smash the like button. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you smash it. If you're watching on X, smash the like button. Repost the stream. Drop your comments if you don't agree with anything that I said here today. Just stay engaged, stay up to date. I'll be back for the game tomorrow or Olympiacos. We have some scores to settle with them. So let's make sure we will get the job done. But other than that, appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Let's go.